Hello, you guys. It's Kenyatta, and welcome to the very first Beauty Beatdown video. So obviously the Beauty Beatdown is going to be on myself and not someone else, but that's a-okay. Gotta start somewhere, don't ya? Anyways, a little bit about me. I have a nail obsession, I have a makeup obsession, and it doesn't help that I work at Ulta, so I always have stuff. I always have things, and it's not very healthy, but it's okay. Anyways, we're just gonna put together a look, put stuff on my face, and see what happens, because I never have any expectations anytime I do my makeup. It's literally put it on my face, hopefully it turns out for the best. Trust the process. So that's what we're gonna do today. And so of course I've cleaned off my face. I didn't do my typical facial routine because I did that earlier this morning, and I just wanted to quickly wash whatever the day is on my face. So not a full routine, but it's all right. Enough to do this video. Anyways, so let's get into it. So I always like to start off with my brows, eyeshadow, then I do my face when it comes to everything else. Lately, I've been loving the more natural brow look. So I haven't really been filling in my brows like I used to. I used to be the queen of just filling in my brows. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. But I'm digging the natural. So right now, my brows, this is just like what I've razored. So, boom. So what I've been doing is using the Revolution soap brow, the Makeup Revolution soap brow, which is basically a dupe for the Anastasia brow freeze, but cheaper. So if you don't want to spend, I think the brow freeze is like $30. This is like $10. And mine's kind of gross because I've been using it a lot. Because of the little brush, you just put it in, swipe it through the product, and then brush your brows with it to the shape that you would like. I just brush it up to get a fuller brow look. Sorry for the weird angle of my hand, but it just how it happened. So just kind of brushing it out. Especially if your brows are growers, not showers. You know how like some people, you don't realize they have long brows until they're brushed out when they're trying to wax them. Yeah. So this, and you can use this even if you're going to fill in your brows to help, you know, shape your brows. I know me, sometimes when I would fill in my brows, I'd make them smaller than they are. So this helps keep the hairs in place when you're doing that as well. So you don't have like hairs just sticking out everywhere. Alrighty, so now that, I'm just dropping everything, you guys. So now that I've done that, here we are. Looks real good. We're gonna do some eyeshadow. Usually I would clean up my brows, but lately I haven't really been in, like I said, in a fill in my brow, shape my brow kind of mood. Just a more do and going with it. So today, we're going to be using the VA VA Bloom palette from Morphe. It came out about, I want to say, 2 weeks ago. So it's a new palette. I've used it a few times. Kind of like it. It's a pink little number. Maybe you can see all my crap. My bad. But yeah, there we go. So pinks and stuff in there. So we're going to be using that palette today. I'm going to be priming my eyes with the Juvies Place Eye Primer in the shade 2. I really like this primer. It does the job. But sometimes you do, if you don't use it often, have to shake it because the oil, it does kind of set at the top and then it will squirt out oil instead of product. So that's the only thing I don't like about it, is that it will settle and have oil at the top. So this is just a random brush. I think it was an e.l.f. brush before Yep, it is an e.l.f. e.l.f. brush before e.l.f. became really popular. Like, that's how old this brush is. And I know that may sound gross, but literally all this I use this brush for is putting on eye primer before I do my eyeshadow. So that's the only product it touches, is a primer and my eyelid. So that's why I hold on to this brush, because why waste money buying another one when all it does is this, right? So just using this little brush to spread out the primer. And honestly, this product, you do not need a lot. A little goes a long way. As you can see, I put way too much. I could use a little less, but it's all right. Either way, it's gonna work. So just clean the brush off a little bit. And again, this is the Juvies Place Eye Prep Eye Primer in the shade 2. There's 3 shades, shade 1 and shade 3. Shade 1 is a white color, while shade 3 is a darker, more brown tone. White is really good if you want your eyeshadow to really pop. And it just makes the colors pop more. I just prefer the neutral toned primer. So that's what I stick with. So we're just gonna let it dry a little bit. Sometimes I just go with my beauty blender just a little bit, just to kind of help set it down, just pat it out a little bit. All right. So here we're at. Okay. So again, we're using the VA VA Bloom Morphe palette that just came out. And again, I have no plan. It's just put it on my eyes and see what happens. Hopefully we like it. If we don't, oh well. Let's see. So I've used a lot of these darker colors down here, so I'm going to try to do a look with some lighter colors and see how I like that. So the color that I'm going in with right now, what is this called? Oh, there's the labels. Didn't realize there were labels for these. This color is called Miss Me. And it's this color right there. And we're just going to do the outer corner of the lid. And as we're adding color in there into the crease as well, blending that baby out. And then doing the same thing to the other side as well. I'm really bad at doing that, honestly. I remember one time I did one eye, then I couldn't remember what I did to make the other one match. So it was a lot of guesswork, you know? So unless you're good at remembering, make sure to do both eyes at the same time. So blending that in a little bit, just like the other one, and then also blending it out. Boom, 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 there we go. This is where we're at right now. And again, that was the color Miss Me. Now I'm gonna take this brush, and the brushes that I'm using, except for the first one, this one's a Wet n Wild brush from that set that they did, I wanna say 3 years ago. That was at Walmart, and it was all over social media and everybody wanted it. Now this is a Morphe brush that I'm using. If you must know, it's the M441 brush. And I'm just gonna go in with, let's see, looks like the color is called Gimme. Yeah, it's called Gimme. It's this light color right there. It looks like it has a little sparkle in it. I'm just using it to kind of buff out this dark color real quick. Again, don't know what I'm doing, just going with the flow and seeing what happens. Putting stuff on my face, seeing what happens. I like to not go with a plan. Like, I don't like having, especially when I'm doing my makeup, so that I don't have any expectations, so I'm not disappointed if it doesn't look perfect, because I didn't expect it to look perfect because I didn't set myself up for that failure. But then when it does look perfect, then I'm happy, right? Cool. So we just did, let me do a little bit more. Kind of buffing out and adding that color onto both sides. Again, trust the process, people. Okay, there we're at. Now I'm going to take this other Morphe brush. It's the M505. And I'm going to go in. So again, I'm trying to stay away from the darker colors that I've already used and trying to stay in these lighter colors that I haven't used. So I'm going to use the color on top of it called Rosy. It's right above the Miss Me color. So this one right here. I'm just going from part of the outer corner into my crease with that and kind of digging in there and buffing out into that darker color. Gonna do it to the other side. So it looks like, I would suggest if you're gonna get this palette, just like pinks. If you're not into pink looks, this is not the palette for you, because all your looks are gonna be some sort of pink color, okay? That's it. Even the brown has a little purple hue to it almost. So this is where we're at right now. Now I'm gonna take this brush again, this 441, and using that first color, the Miss Me, I'm gonna dab it just a little bit just to buff it up right there on both sides. Because I can see where it didn't really blend, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go back in with the Gimme, just a little dab. I'm just lightly blending just to get that effect, right? Cool. So this is where we're at right now. And I really want to, there's a lot of sparkles, kind of shimmery shades in here. So that's what we're going for right now. So I'm going to go back in with, actually no. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to go again into that Rosy and bring it in a little bit more. Just a little bit, yeah. There we go. Now I'm not sure how these shimmers really look because I haven't really tried them. So first I'm going to try applying it without doing like a cut crease, just to see if I like how it looks. So I think I'm going to use the Bloom one right there. And this is a Morphe brush as well that I bought from the Morphe store when they had that purple set. Okay, so I'm doing it. I'm also kind of blending it out into this space over here, into this other color. Okay, I could dig it without doing a cut crease, adding concealer or anything. So yeah, we're just gonna stick it like that. That's fine. I do a lot of cut creases, I'm starting to realize. There's like 2 looks that my makeup kind of always looks like, which is fine. But it's kind of funny. So I guess that's my niche. Is that the word? My niche. Anyways, as we're doing that, my life so far has been, my life at Ulta has been pretty great. If you didn't know, I am a manager at Ulta, and I am absolutely loving it. The perks of working at Ulta is I have access to free products. You know, I know about launches before they, before they happen, versus, you finding out on social media and TikTok. So all those trends, I have all those products before y'all. Not that I'm really into trends, but I'm just saying. And then I learn a lot too, which is nice. I love that I get to help customers. My favorite is when a customer comes in who has no experience in makeup at all, and they're like, I just really want to get set up in doing some makeup. And I love that experience and walking them through that, helping them pick out their products, and just getting them comfortable with the idea of wearing makeup, and just reminding them that it doesn't have to be what social media says. That's what kind of frustrates me with kind of the beauty industry. Everyone's like, feels like your makeup has to look a certain way for it to be correct. No, I believe in what you want your makeup to look like. That's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, I'm not saying that there's some people who are just like, you might need a little help. But other than those little things, however someone wants to wear their makeup, it is what it is. And it should be beautiful. Like, it's beautiful to them, so then it's beautiful. It is, It's how you want it. So I'm just using this brush again to kind of like buff out that shimmer into this color. Okay. So here we are. That's where we're at right now. I can dig it. What I am going to do, because I feel like this right here is a little higher, I'm going to go back in with that gimme color just to kind of buff this up too, to match as much as possible. Okay, cool. All right. So that's where we're at right now with the VA VA Bloom palette. Boom. So here we are. We're not done, no. Obviously, like, for me, this is not enough. This is, but we're going to pause. And now we're going to go in with our makeup. So for the primer, I am using the All Nighter by Urban Decay primer. I used to use their old formula, which was the skin complexion primer. Love that stuff. That stuff was really good because if you put it on, it really made your skin look super smooth and blurred, where you didn't need foundation. Like, if it was one of those days you didn't want to do a full face, put that on, do your other stuff, and you were good to go. Okay. So we're putting that on. And again, that was the Urban Decay All Nighter primer. The Long Wear Foundation Grip. Preps, smooths, plus perfects. So let that stick on there. Alrighty. So today we're going to do things a little bit different. I usually don't contour. No, baby girl don't contour. So we're gonna attempt to do some things we don't usually do today. Okay, just for funsies. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not, you guys? So I'm gonna attempt to contour my nose. So this is a random brush from a kit someone got me for my birthday. I love using it to apply glitters because I have this glitter palette. I love using it for that. But today it's going to be to contour my nose. All right. I feel like this isn't going to do anything, but whatever. I just used the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, contour concealer from NYX. This is the color Deep Espresso. So here we are. Okay. And then I'm going to take my, I'm going to use a, I didn't bring it up, I'm going to bring it out now. I'm going to use the concealer by LA Girls, the Pro Concealer, in the color Warm Hunty. I don't know how I feel about this, y'all. But oh well. Okay, cool. Now, Beauty Blender. Fuck this concealer. This chocolate sauce is not moving. The thick. Maybe you can dab it. Hold on. Let's spray this sponge. Let's see. I don't know. I must have sprayed my hand and not the sponge. A bit. Okay. Like, I see what it's trying to do, but it's not doing that. Like, I see it, but... And I just did too much. You guys, so obviously I've never really contoured my, I think I did it one time, but not like this. It was not like this. I think it was on accident, to be honest. And it was with a powder, I think. Damn, look at my nose, like, it looks fucking terrible. Okay. We're just gonna have to let that go. We're just gonna have to let it go. But let's do that. Let's hope when I move my sponge, it gives what it's supposed to give. Y'all, okay. We're just gonna let it go. Just look at my weird nose right now. Okay. We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go, you guys. All right, now that we're here, let's just not pay attention to my terrible nose contour right now. Even though I do kind of look like... I just looked in my mirror. Baby. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Concealer. Actually, no, I'm not. We're doing everything differently today. So I'm actually gonna take the Warm Hunty LA Girls Pro Concealer again. Yes, I said Warm Hunty, even though it's honey, but you know, it is what it is. So now we're just gonna squeeze a little bit. So I'm attempting to salvage this nose contour, which is very difficult when you have a nose piercing. Okay. So I'm going to salvage this as much as possible, you guys. That's why I'm going to use this concealer first before I use my Fenty one. And I love the LA Girls Pro Concealer. Super affordable, a variety shades of color. I love it. I would honestly 10 out of 10 recommend. So we're going to go with this Beauty Blender again. And we're just going to beat in this concealer. And then I'm going to also okay, this is where we're at right now. Trust the process, y'all. Trust the motherfucking process. So here we're at. Here we are. And then, something I usually don't do, we're just going to do it. Because why not, right? Why not? Why not? Since I already affected my nose contour, why not do other things? I really personally don't like contouring. I prefer enhancing your natural beauty. So not shape-shifting. I don't believe in shape-shifting, you guys. So don't judge me that I'm not very good at it. So I just wet my Beauty Blender. This one is a one from Morphe. I like it because it has this really sharp edge. Good for like my setting powder, especially under eye for cutting. So I'm just kind of dabbing this out. Gonna do it to the other side. Just beat that fish, beat that fish, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. I look like I put dirt on my face, you guys. Oh well. And here we go again. Especially since I got a big forehead, so why not? Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna connect those lines a little bit. You ain't gotta tell me, y'all. You ain't gotta tell me. But we're gonna trust the process. Okay? We're gonna trust the process. Now we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Luminous Foundation Morphe brush. I love these brushes. Oh my gosh, I forget which number this one is. But 10 out of 10 would recommend any foundation brush that's like this, that's flat. It's a buffer brush. Love it, especially the Morphe one. Now we're just gonna dab it because she's a killer. I learned from this video to dab so that you don't get streaky. I buff a little bit though on the edges and in the crevices. The other side. Dab, 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 and then kind of buff it down like that. In there, like swimwear. Buff it out right there. You see I haven't covered my nose yet. We're getting there. I'm gonna do a little bit. I don't know. Do y'all see a difference in my nose? Was it worth it, you guys? I don't know. So now I'm gonna buff up here. Just gonna do a little like on my brows just to make sure we're getting the color in there. Down into the neck so that we match. Boom. So this is where we're at right now. I don't know, you guys. Is there any, does my nose like, was it worth the trouble is what I'm wondering. Was it worth the trouble? I can't tell. I really can't tell right now. And like here I look okay, but the mirror behind looks like I got a major tan going on. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, here we are. This is where we're at. Don't worry, we'll get back to the eyes. Don't be worrying about the eyes. I know what y'all thinking. Mind your business. So now we're going to go in with the Fenty Concealer. And this is in the color 390. I miss the rage. Keep seeing that TikTok everywhere. Now, spray my beauty blender again. Yes, I've been using the same beauty blender. Do not judge me. And I've been spraying it with the Smashbox setting spray, which a girl on TikTok lied. She said, your makeup will not move. It will not transfer. That bitch transferred. She was like, yeah, it's the perfect setting spray, especially like when you cut it up with your boo. Bitch, that was all over my boos. Well, no boo no longer, but it was all over his shirt. She motherfucking lied. She said it was mask proof. No, all over my mask. You know what I mean? Like, because even though we were in a panini, and we had to wear a mask, because, you know, working at a beauty store, you still kind of want to do your makeup. It's just a habit, because you're trying to sell makeup. So you use it and you want to look good because they gotta trust your opinion, right? So I would do a full face sometimes, and it sucked when it come off because I'm a mask. All right. So we're blending it down. There we go. There we. Okay. Very doll-esque. Looking like a baby doll. Like a baby's bottom. Right? Okay. So we just concealed the under eyes. Now, we're going to set them. Then we'll go back up here, okay? So, I'm going to be using the Juvies Place I Am Magic setting powder in the color Kalahari. I like the darker color personally, but I grabbed the wrong one. It still works, but you know, when I use the darker color, it blends into my skin better. Just in case, you know, flashback. So, as I'm putting this on, I'm dabbing it into the skin because I want it to set. And like I said, I really like this blending brush from Morphe because that line right there, it's a really good line. I don't know. It's good for when you're cutting stuff with your setting powders. I think it's perfect for setting powder. Okay. And now I'm also going to do this. Hopefully this helps the nose thing. I saw someone do it, so I'm gonna do it. Don't judge me though. And so see, this sponge helps, because look at that clean or semi-clean line. Okay, don't fucking judge me. Pardon my language. It's supposed to be a clean video. Now I have to censor it for the, you know, cut me off. All right. I'm just gonna do my nose right there. We cool? Awesome. Now I'm also, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna, but we're not gonna do that. Actually, no, we're not. We're already being extra enough doing this nose thing. We're fine. Alright, again, that was the Juvies Place I Am Magic setting powder. Come pick it up from any Ulta. I got you. So while we're setting here, we're gonna come back up here. Now, should we be, I just thought about it. I was just gonna do, you know, black eyeliner. This is Fenty, by the way, her waterproof one. But I was like, since we're doing this pink, oh wait. Oh yeah, hold on. Nope, I lied to myself. I thought I had a red eyeliner. I lied to myself, you guys. That's gonna be extra. But I have white. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. This is by NYX. Now I'm thinking something totally different. Let's just go with it. Just go with it, you guys, okay? Just don't judge me right now. Just go with it. We're just you know, putting stuff on the face and seeing what happens. Oh no. It was cute and then I kind of messed it up, it looks like. That's fine. I don't know why at some parts it's easy to draw, like move, but then other parts it wants to do that. Like, I'm confused. Do you want me to be successful or not? My makeup does not want me to be successful. So we're just doing this. Don't pay me no mind right now as I do this. Like, look away from your screen. Fast forward, why don't you? Yeah, just at this moment, fast forward until I'm done. Did you fast forward? Okay, good. All right, so that I used the NYX. It was waterproof retractable eyeliner pencil in white, and I'm gonna go in with their liquid one. I'm really good with using like felt tip liquid, but liquid like this, not so much, which is why a lot of times I'll draw with the pencil the same color first and then go over it with the liquid, the true liquid color. All right. Dang, this video is already at 42 minutes long, you guys. I'll work on getting quicker, okay? All right. It's a process. Okay. I think we're okay. I think this will be okay, you guys. But then now I kind of want to be extra and add like jewels and stuff. But I guess we won't do that today. Mr. Range. All right. Here we are right now. I'm kind of digging it. That was cool. And again, that was by NYX. It's their Epic Wear waterproof eye and body liquid liner in the color white, which I put over the top of their retractable pencil eyeliner, which is super creamy usually. So this is where we're at. We're baking. We're setting. Okay. Now it's time for some lashes. Y'all thought we was finished? No. Gotta get a good bake on. Alright, so these are some lashes that I got from the hair store. I love hair store lashes. Other brands like Kiss and Ardell and all of them, like they're trying. You could tell they are really trying to come up in the lash game. But until you can get me something that is super resemblant to Faux Mink and long and fluffy, I don't want it. Like, I'll use them on other people because, you know, you get a pack of them for hella cheap. But these are $4.99 for one. And I'm using the Kiss Lash Strip Lash. So now we're gonna, I feel like this is the other side. Yeah, we're gonna just say it's the other side. I think it's this side. All right, so we're sitting on top, as close as possible to my lash line. It's easy to start by pressing in the middle. And remember, a little glue goes a long way, not too much, and you want it to dry just a little bit so it gets tacky. And then I pull from the outside. Pull from the outside right there. Then press on the inside. If need, pull out your tweezers, especially if you don't want to poke your eyeball. Boom, lash on. See what a difference lashes make, you guys? Lashes make a big difference in your makeup, to be honest. If you want, especially on a lazy day where you don't want to do a full face, if you do something to your brows, like make your brows look nice, like you didn't just wake up or something, you know, make them look nice, whether you fill them in or do what I did. And then do just some basic eyeliner. Just get some black eyeliner and then put some lashes on. You look alive. Or just put some lashes on. It really makes a difference. There have been days that all I had on was, all I did was my brows, and this is when I was filling them in all the way. Eyeliner and lashes, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you look so great today, your makeup, oh my gosh. I'm like, all I did was lash and brows. And I'm like, what, you look so good. Like, you guys, it's a delusion. Use what you got. You don't have to be extra. Oh no, look. Oh well. That's why I gotta be careful to make sure that dries, because look at that. It's ruined. It's ruined. She's ruined. Probably in a minute I'll probably go back in with the color that's right there and kind of try to pat it on top to conceal that, basically. So here we are with lashes. Now that we got the lashes on, we're still baking. So while I'm baking, I'm actually gonna bronze now. I used to not bronze, but I kind of like it, especially if I'm not wearing foundation. The bronzer I'm using is by Nars in the color Casino. And then this is a Juvies Place brush. And right under where I baked, and kind of where I did that contour under my foundation, I'm just patting in that bronzer and then bringing it up into my hairline as well. Bringing it around up where I did that darker contour color. Bringing it all the way around. And a little more up here. Again, that was the Nars bronzer in the color Casino. So there we are. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild brush to dust off what I was using. Dust off the powder from baking. Start from my nose. And as I'm dusting, I'm also like pressing in, so some of the powder like really seeps into my skin and stays while the excess comes off. Because you know, it still highlights under my eye, but we don't want it too much on there where if I take a photo, flashback. You know what I'm saying? I can't forget to dust off from my nose as well. I honestly don't know if this made a difference. I really don't know. Okay. Excuse me. Real quick, I'm going to take this Fenty highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter. Just to, for my nose. Just to see if this really... We're just going to bring it up. Because maybe y'all could see the difference. I don't know if I can. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, maybe a little something, something. Anyways, now that we've kind of dusted off, I'm going to go in with my Nars Blush in the color Savage. A little red. Actually, boom. Backtrack. Setting powder, loose setting powder from Anastasia in the color Translucent. I forgot I had other steps, y'all. I be forgetting sometimes. Wet n Wild brush, dipping it in, pat it on, dip it in, pat it on, dip it. I'm really big on setting myself because one, I don't like to look, oh, I should have did that on my nose. Even though it is a luminous foundation, I don't like to look wet. If that makes sense. I don't like to look luminous. Like, I don't mind like a little like shine, but I don't like to look like I've been sweating. Okay. And now that we've done that, I'm also going to go with my all-nighter waterproof setting powder. Morphe brush. Told y'all I said a lot. There's usually like some time in between these so that I don't like get too powdery, but whatever. This powder is also really good for the times that I do fill in my brows. This is really good to set your brows so they don't move. The hair, it don't move. Okay, now we're going to go into the Nars blush. This is a Real Techniques brush. Dab into the cheek and bring it up. Perfect. And again on the other side. Let's see. I'm going to do something, see if this makes a difference. So I just changed the tone of the light. Okay. Okay. There we are. Okay. Now, we're going to highlight. I'm not going to use the same highlighter that I just used for my nose. Because I wasn't planning on using that highlighter because I use it all the time. We're actually going to use Trophy Wife by Fenty. It's a gold. I'm just going to dust her right here just a little bit. You see that? I usually go ham with the highlighters, but today we'll just keep it peachy. And buff it out. Maybe a little bit more over here. And buff it out. So here we are. And then this Laura Mercier powder. It's it's her setting powder. It's the translucent loose setting powder light catcher honey star. So it has shimmer in it. So I do not use this as a setting powder, except for on my forehead. I feel like it's good to set the forehead, probably the nose too, but an all over setting powder, it's gonna give you like, you have sparkles all over your face and not in a good way. Gonna bring it down a little bit to my nose. All right, so here we are. What we thinking? Okay, now this is the Fenty liquid eyeliner. Usually I use something else, but it's dead. I usually use like the paint pot from Kat Von D. Yeah, that one's a little bit better, but it's all dry right now. Perfect. And then I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Hello Lash. So I use the tip part of it to coat the lashes. And I use the actual brush to comb through it basically. So again, coating, then bristles. And then I go in with the Climax, which is by Nars as well. Well, the first one was it, but is by Nars. I go in with the Climax mascara. Do another coat. Perfect. So here we are right now. Now I'm gonna go back and try to fix this a little bit from the VA VA Bloom. So I'm just gonna use this brush. So it's not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna do what I can, especially on this one. This one's a little bit easier to like cover. It's covered a little bit, but not as noticeable, but still kind of noticeable. See? But enough to where it should be fine. Okay. Boom. I don't know why sometimes I get crusties while I'm doing my makeup. So here we are. Now, the Smashbox setting spray. I'm usually using the Urban Decay or Morphe, which I do have a new bottle of Urban Decay, but I'm gonna use this up first. So. Woo! So we setted her, and now we're just gonna put some lipstick on. So I am gonna use this NYX lip liner in the color Sienna. So it's a red, but it's kind of bright. It's supposed to be darker, but whatever. Or maybe I should overdraw my lips. I've been wanting to try that. Let's do it. Let's just see what happens, you guys. So I'm gonna draw my lips and see how it looks on me. So if it looks bad, don't judge me. This is my first time doing it. Okay. There we go. I'm not gonna overdraw my bottom lip though, because I feel like my bottom lip is fat. She fat. Okay, we did that. Now I'm gonna go in with the Kylie lip in the color Clove. Let's see. Okay, I'm about to say overdrawn your lip. Straight trash, bro. So that's what it looks like up close. Far away. Up close. Trash. I don't know why you bitches be overdrawing your lips, because as you can see, up close, straight trash. Up close, straight trash. Far away, she's alright. Far away, she's alright. Up close, trash. Far away, alright. Alrighty, you guys. So that's that. This is where we're at for today. Ugh. I don't even know why I took those down. But just, you know. But that's the look. Thanks for tuning in. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, which I hope most of you did, if you made it to the end of this video, put a heart emoji in the comments. And from those heart emojis, I'm going to do a drawing for some product. Yes. I don't know if you've ever been on my page before, me talking about I have so much product because we get free product from my job. This is a full bag of skincare from Ulta. So many different brands. I have It's Cosmetics, Bobbi Brown, Clinique. Almost everyone is in there. I also have makeup as well. A full bag of makeup. Some of the things of these products, some of them are travel size, some of them are samples, some are full size. A lot of full size actually. So go ahead, if you made it to the end of this video, put a heart in the comments. And once I get a few hearts, I'll post a comment like where I'll be like, okay, done. And I'll do a drawing from the people that commented. And you'll get some free stuff. Well, thanks for tuning in. And I hope I was entertaining enough. I hope. Anyways, have a great one.